Hello, it's Alex from Push Square here with another live stream, this time of Epic Games action builder, I guess they're referring it to, Fortnite. I've been playing this a bit over the weekend and got to grips with just what this game is, because it's not abundantly clear, I guess, from the outset. And there's a hell of a lot of systems to it, so it's going to take some explaining. So hello to everyone in the chat. If you've got any questions about this game after I've poorly explained exactly what it is, then feel free to fire them away and I will do my level best to answer them. Right, so I guess we'll start off with this. Essentially, Fortnite is I guess you could say, a survival building game where you, as a survivor of some sort of apocalypse where 98% of the human population disappeared, have to kind of protect this shield generator which forms this bubble and keeps the zombies out. You do that by building up your base, essentially, and you have to defend it at periodic intervals from onslaught. Now, this isn't all there is to the game, because there is actually a story with missions which you then go out on in between defending your base. So if I go downstairs and kind of show you what I've kind of built. So I've got my little watchtower up here which I've decked out. Some doors, because zombies don't know how to use doors. So this is kind of where I've had the main attacks coming from. So I've built some walls, I've got some spikes and other traps which have survived the last attack. But I could probably do with, I guess, improving things a little bit. So I can spend time here just building up my base, but I've not unlocked the next kind of defense mission, so I need to go out and with other players, because it's all playable in co-op, and scavenge resources so I can come back here and, I guess, fix it up a bit more. Bill in the chat has asked a very good question. If there's a shield that keeps the zombies out, how do they get in? Well, to upgrade it, it has to be taken offline. So while it's upgrading, you have to defend it. So there's a very good reason why. So thanks for asking. But anyway, we'll jump out of this for... Actually, no, probably best thing to do is show how to build stuff. So you can go between kind of shooting and building. So you can move between walls, floors, stairs, and these sorts of things. But you say, well, that's not very much to build. But essentially what you can do is edit these. So you can say, well, I don't want a full wall. I only want a short wall. So you get a short wall. Or you could say, I don't want that, I want, I think, one with a window. Or I want one with a, I think, what's the archway? I think it's that. There you go, an archway. So you can kind of edit everything to kind of do different things. Part of it's working out what, there's a door, what all the different bits do. You can change the material, level 1, so brick, metal, so you can kind of set different strengths, but obviously it uses your resource, which is in the top left hand corner. So I've got wood, brick, metal, and there's a variety of other resources you collect as well, which are used for the other things you craft in this game, which are weapons, ammo, traps, so there's absolutely rafts of stuff to craft. So these are some of the weapons I've got. These ones in my inventory, the schematics I've found. So I'm kind of switching at the moment between a cool little machine gun, which I've run out of ammo for, an automatic shotgun, and a founder's pistol, which I got for picking up the pack, but I'm out of light ammo, so I'm going to need to get some more resources so I can restock my ammo for these weapons. Bill in chat asks, is this a free version of this game, or this is the $150 version, I think it is. There is no free version at the moment. The plan, I think, from Epic is to go free to play at some point next year, but you can buy into the Founders Packs of varying prices. I think in the UK they range from, and again, I always do this, I should probably research these things more, but I know they range from, I think, about £30 all the way up to about £115, depending on how much you want to spend. So you can buy in as of today, I guess. It was early access for people who pre-ordered it last Friday, but you can buy in, I think it's today in the US, tomorrow in Europe, and kind of buy in via the Founders Pack, which is a very similar way to how Paragon has worked for them, which is Epic's MOBA that came out last year. But anyway, much ado about this. We will how the hell do I get back out of here? I'm just trying to remember how I get. That's leave a party. That's the one. So we go back to the main menu. So I've got nothing for that because I just basically didn't do anything. So in the chat's getting very excited about Mad Max for some reason. Has it been? Someone thinks it's going to get announced for PS Plus, but I don't know if it will or not. Right. So as I said, it's a very complicated game. It took me a while to get my head around just what you need to do because it doesn't do a particularly great job of explaining it. So on the main menu, we've got kind of the story progression, which goes through. I think I'm still actually in the tutorial, but I've been playing it for a while. There's a map, so these are the missions I've got unlocked, and you can keep returning to them and get resources from them. So I'm back here, but I've got some missions which I'm apparently underpowered for. I need to be power 15, and then my character's power 12. Is it character power 12, or is that just overall power 12? I'm not sure. So you've got your hero, you've got defenders who kind of provide buffs to your character depending on who you slot in for them. So you've got different heroes you can be, different classes. So you've got ninjas, constructors, other ones, outlanders. I'm using the soldier actually, and I've leveled up this soldier to level 10. So we'll keep using them, I think. We've got squads, so you can bolster yourself even more as a character by slotting survivors into different fire teams and things. There's defenders who can help defend your home base. I've got one defender slotted there at the moment, so I can call on them to help. But the AI is pretty, well, not particularly great. Expeditions you can send out to get resources. I mean, there's an absolute raft of stuff to this game. It really is quite astounding just how much there is to it. I mean, skill tree. I mean, that's the first skill tree, and there's all these other skill trees. So God knows how long it would take to fill these out. So what it seems like is there's a hell of a lot of time you can spend on this game getting right through everything. It runs a kind of a loot system where you kind of get rewards by finding equivalent of chests who are llamas. So I guess I'll show you how one of those works.
What are you waiting for? Get to jabbing.
So smash the llama, and then you get cards. So
enjoy.
Because cards, why not? It's all the rage these days. So from there I got a survivor, I got a couple of weapons, some schematic XP which can level up schematics, and some founders coins. So there's plenty of stuff there. Well, let's stop talking and get playing. So let's do this one. And basically it's co-op. You can set up a lobby yourself, play with friends, or if you start a mission it will dump you in with other players so you can play in co-op. And each mission kind of starts with a stage where you're gathering resources, and then when one of you triggers a certain thing you then have to defend a certain area by building up a little mini base. So you have your big base which you kind of slowly add to over time, but then you have little ones you build cooperative with other players in the missions. So it's good to go. So we've got to find the target, place the atlas, then fortify and defend. But before we do that, we want to make sure we really scout out the map, make sure we get as much resources as we can, because we're going to need it to build stuff. And I need to craft some ammo because I'm completely out of ammo for my machine gun and pistol, so which won't be very good when it comes to defending. If anyone in the chat has any questions, feel free to fire them over, and I will do my best to answer them. Jamie in chat asks, is it an offline campaign? I don't think you can play this offline at all. I've not tried, but when you start the game up, it tries to connect to servers, so I imagine it's completely online. It kind of wants you to be playing with other people, and I have to say it's more fun defending with others than on your own, because running around all on your lonesome is a bit stressful the few times I've done it. But if you don't want to play with other people, you can set your lobby to private and no one will get dumped in with you, so you can play both ways if you want. So here we are. We've got to find the the Atlas target. I've also got to find 5 tapes because that's a mission I've got separate to what this actual mission is. So I guess we've got to find them. But I need some nuts and bolts, I think, for my... So you kind of get resources by hitting things. Oh, I've got some nuts and bolts, so hopefully I can craft some ammo. No, not got enough yet. So basically, you can hit anything. And that blue circle is like a weak point. So if you hit that, you'll do more damage to it. So there's a bit more to it than just swinging. Not much more, mind, but a little bit more. Right, okay, so I should have enough. There we go, craft some ammo now for my... for my machine gun. So really, you can work together, or generally I've found that everyone just goes off and does their own thing for a bit and just has a bit of an explore as to what's in an area. I haven't quite worked out if they're randomly generated or if it's the same every time. It feels random when I've been back to kind of certain ones repeatedly. So there's survivors you can find, so someone's found one and they're asking us to protect it, but I'll leave them to do that. I just need to get some stuff. There's some... The shooting's pretty good, I guess. Unexpected, well not unexpected even for Epic. There aren't too many of these around at this point in the game, so you're not under much threat at this point. So this blue glow is used to power things. So get some of that. What the heck is that? Alright, so you do find these odd little encounters like that if you do them will give you a reward. Got some resources out of it. And it left packages for everyone else, so... Collect more of this blue glow. Yeah, it's a pretty cartoony art style. I think it works quite well. It's got a bit of humour to it as well in the dialogue in between missions. It's put a smile on my face a couple of times. I was just saying we've revealed 50% of the map. But I need to try and find these tapes, wherever they are. Let's have a look. So this is the map. We can see what's not been explored. So if we go down here to the right. Oh, there's an exclamation point. Is that one of the tapes? Yes, it is.
As we're back. I promise you some good news, and I intend to deliver before the generators die. You and me and 7 billion other people might have been caught off guard by the storm, but someone out there knew this was coming.
So we can find the other ones before one of my teammates triggers the Atlas and we have to get on defensive mode. Oh, yeah, here we go. Helpfully, it's marking them.
Over here!
We find stuff like this so we can deposit 3 blue glow for an active team boost. Oops. I've got 3, but I'll probably save. I don't want to use it all up. Right, so one's in here.
Thank you.
It must be upstairs. Or downstairs even. Ah, there we go.
Guys, we need to talk about Vendor Tech. Suddenly, the biggest tech company in the world tanks overnight. Mass layoffs, stores shuttered. No one from the company says a word. Remember that? It was weird, right? Well, that's not what really happened. Vendor Tech didn't go out of business. They knew what was happening, and they were getting ready. I know it sounds like some crazy conspiracy, but I have proof.
Someone whack the troll, someone triggered another one of those events by the looks of it.
I need a second.
So, I mean, it's good from a sense that you don't feel the need to be tied to other people on a level. So you can, if you play with friends, you can be a bit more closely coordinated. I've not really found any reason to have to do that at this point. Even the defences have been relatively straightforward.
Reports are coming in all the way from Stonewood of experimental Vendor Tech gear. Storm shields, home bases. Think about that. See? When I told you not to just give up and die, I had a good reason. I wasn't being a jerk about it.
Alright, I've got to find one more. Where are they going to be? Right, it's to my right. A bit of trouble? No. Alright. I'll go away about my business. Don't think they've not found where we've got to defend yet.
One of our drones has taken damage. We can't let the husks destroy the drone. Head to the crash site.
There you go, so it adds these little dynamic events for you to get a group around. I don't think anyone else could come and help me, so I guess I'll be doing it. Nicholas in the chat asks how easy it is to play. I found it quite easy to begin with. It's complicated and it takes a long time to get your head around how the game plays. In terms of what characters to play from the start, really whatever works for you. They've all been decent as far as I've found. I've quite just enjoyed the soldier. But I played a bit of the Outlander, who's better at scavenging. I know some people like the ninjas, so.
Drop the atlas on the target when you're ready.
See, someone's found the atlas.
It's coming in for a crash landing. I got you something. We need to salvage what we can from that drone. Activate the drone to begin. Bonus challenge is now available. We've got husks. Defend the drone.
I think there's a certain bit of a Plants vs Zombies vibe to the husk design.
And we're almost gone.
I'm out of ammo. Switch to the. I've run out of ammo this now, I've got nothing left. Well, this is working out well, isn't it? Right, I'm going to have to switch weapons. It's going to have to be... Can I craft a melee weapon? Because I think that's all I'm going to be able to use. Oh, here we go. Sledgehammer it is. Oh, we managed it. I really need to get some, let's see what I need for crafting Need light ammo. So I need... It's nuts and bolts again. I need more nuts and bolts. This way, yeah. Surely there's some in here. There we go, some more nuts and bolts. I'm just going to get this last tape. At least that mission is done and I can concentrate on finding nuts and bolts. Whoa!
I have reason to believe that the people who built these bases are still alive. And they're working on a cure for this cloud infestation. And there's even a rumor that...
Yeah, I mean, I guess sort of the chat saying this is boring. And I guess I could see where you're coming from that, but it's quite nice poking around trying to find stuff. And knowing that what you find, win or lose in the kind of the match we're in, you can take back and use to improve your home base. So there's always that from it. And I guess it's that persistence that has kept me playing it, I know, so far. Knowing that kind of what I get here I can take back and help improve my own unique base. Let's see how much I can craft. Ooh, I can craft quite a bit. Django in the chat says fun is relative. Some people find accounting fun. Unfortunately, I'm not one of those people. But I have found Fortnite to be fun so far. If a little easy, if I'm being honest. That's probably one criticism I can level it. I've not struggled in any of the missions so far. I'm not interested in shooting. I've got nuts and bolts to find. Right, I think we'll head over to where we've got to defend now. I've got enough ammo, I think, to see us through. So on the right hand side you've got all the different kind of objectives. So we've got a bonus objective to keep the Atlas above 50%. Speedrun if we do it in 2 days. You can basically spend a lot of time harvesting absolutely everything in this map if you wanted to. If that's what you wanted to do. There's a recommended build limit, so saying you can get a gold star award if you build with less than 75 items built.
Whew, need to take 5.
Ah, so this is where we've got to defend. So we've got to place it. This is definitely randomised. So we're going to be placing it here. They're not going to get up here, so imagine we're going to be seeing enemies coming up here. And round here, and from the other side, so there's some good choke points here we can probably defend quite well. I'll speak of the devils. I'm not sure what that door was down there that I saw appearing. They're all scavenging still, so I might do a bit of prep work since they are. Don't need to do so. I think we're probably going to be seeing some action coming up here. So if I put some traps on here, you can only put traps on So what floor traps have I got currently? I've got a player jump pad. That's far too much fun, I'm not going to put that there. So I actually haven't got any of the traps, so I can make some... What schematics I've got? Healing pads, wall spikes, wooden floor spikes. Retractable floor spikes are pretty good, but I've not got enough. What do I need? I've got enough for retractable floor spikes, but it's nuts and bolts again. Or does it need 10? I've only got 3. Yeah, so again I need more nuts and bolts. Let's go and get some more of those. Cars seem to be a good source of that. So we've gone through one day of the cycle on the map. I'm just going to clear out all the cars and we can build some traps. Yeah, you can play this solo. Chat asking again. Yeah, you can set to private, so private kind of lobby and play by yourself. And it's been easy enough so far, but I have heard that once you get into the second area, it gets a lot tougher. So I guess your mileage may vary. It's definitely designed for co-op, so I wouldn't go in thinking it's a primarily single-player experience, because I don't think it is. It definitely wants to put you with other people, and it's that shown by every time you join a match, it kind of automatically pairs you with people. Well, there's some nuts and bolts. I guess it's a game that wants to kind of draw from the Minecraft 7 Days to Die sort of survival games. But I guess is this still a game that people are after? I don't know. I mean, with PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, it's kind of taken that survival aspect into a more PvP sort of direction, and is that where things are going now? Right, hopefully this should give me enough nuts and bolts now to craft some of these. Yeah, so I've got 25 nuts and bolts. I need 10 for those, which is a lot. So I think I'm going to craft one of these. And I'm going to get some of the less spectacular ones. There we go. Oh, which I haven't got enough for. What do I need for this? Duct tape. Oh, I can actually craft that myself. So oh, someone started building. Have they cleared out? Well, that strikes me as a distinctly non-clever thing to do, clearing that brick wall. So the storm is over this direction, so that's, I guess, makes sense. So we probably don't want to... I don't think we're going to be seeing any action this way, so that was a bit pointless. They placed it in there. Yeah, they have. So the storm's over there, so this is the way they're going to be coming. Right. So I'm going to put... Let's have a look. I'm going to put that jump pad. Floor. I want jump pad. Do that. Put the jump. There's a bit of roof there. Put a floor here. Put my jump pad there. Oh, it's... So I say, you've got some creativity. I was I wanted to not put a side on that so I could get up to it. Now I knocked myself down. This way you could do with some coordination in the build, and it's probably the downside to playing with other people.
Need to take 5.
What I might do actually, because I can edit this. This guy is going to town. Oh, god damn it! That's extremely annoying.
I need a second.
Note to self: don't walk onto jump pad. That way. I want to edit that side bit so I can jump up to the roof if it gets hairy down here. I like to be in the thick of the action. Right. Right, Alex, avoid. Avoid. So, I want to edit wall. Right, that's great, but how are we going to get up here? Have I got any roof stuff I can put in? No, I haven't. Can I craft any? And actually maybe play a part in this build? Let's have a look. Got some wall darts. Ah, there we go. Ceiling zapper. Well, I can build one. Can at least do something. Ceiling zapper. There we go. There's my contribution. Oh, have they built? Oh, they built stairs inside. This guy has been doing. This guy or girl even. Definitely know what they're doing. Built a nice little, a nice little fort for us to protect. Right, I'm gonna put my other traps down. Because why not? Because I'm here. Get rid of this jump pad. I think the only way to get rid of it is to destroy it. Which I hate to do. Django in the chat is saying a lot of people like this game. I must admit, it's got a certain charm to it. It's got a unique flow. Alright, so they're going to be coming along here. So, floor, retractable spikes. Seems like a likely place for it. Some floor spikes there. That's a healing pad. I don't really want to use that. Can I make any more floor spikes? No, I think I still need They nuts and bolts still. These bloody nuts and bolts. Go and find some more cars. Oh no, they've started it. I think they have, because that's where the enemies will start spawning. Probably some nuts and bolts in here. Yeah, there were. I was right. God, still going to town over here. I think we've cleared out a lot of this. I think this road was packed with cars before, wasn't it? Yeah, nuts and bolts. That door again, I don't know what that door does. A mystery for later, perhaps. Hi to Ninja in the chat. Thanks for joining us. Hello to everyone else who's on this live stream. I'm Alex from pushsquare.com. I thought we'd take a look at Fortnite, which was in early access, albeit briefly for anyone pre-ordered the Founders Pack from Friday last week, but it's going into a kind of a wider release as of, I think, today in the US. There we go, it's on. Right. So I want to make one more of those. Better than nothing. There we go. Right, got it.
Our fort's under attack?
Get the right gun out, give me a gun. There it is. So now we've built the defences, or albeit my teammate have built most of the defences, and now we've got to defend it from the onslaught. Albeit not a very difficult onslaught at this point.
Wait for it.
I do like how the shooting feels in this, it's quite satisfying. There's a lot of different weapons you can use. I've seen some people with miniguns and there's rocket launchers. So I've had a go at that, but I can repair it if I get to it in time. They're using a minigun up there, I think they might be.
Grenade.
So as you level up characters, you get they all have different abilities you can unlock. So this soldier's got a grenade on R1, which I can throw out periodically. Let's repair this. Oh, they're repairing it already. And as you level them up, because you kind of level them up to 10, and then you evolve them to a 2-star from a 1-star all the way up to 5, so... There's plenty of ways you can invest in your character and find different cards with different heroes on it, so... Bit of a better vantage point. I'd say it's been quite easy so far, and like, this base has barely been touched. Because with 4 of you on points on these early levels, it's not particularly hard at this point. Oh no, I'm out of ammo, am I? Oh no, I've crossed some more. The helpful nuts and bolts. We've got another 4.5 minutes to defend. I kind of want to let them get through to see how the defences hold up. But I don't think these guys are going to let anyone through. Dan Wood in the chat says he's not too keen on the base building, but the shooting looks fun. And you're right, the shooting does feel actually pretty good. Which I guess is not entirely unexpected since Epic have made it. Though Epic from their time doing Gears of War and I guess Unreal, it's kind of, what are they now? Because they've made this and Paragon, two very different games, which is great because, you know, they want to do the same old stuff from the same people. Oh, I'm out of ammo again. Guess I'm...
Taking heavy damage.
Oh, that's the other thing. You get kind of different badges for your contribution in a level. So you can see in the top right, just under the map, there's combat. I think it's building and then gathering. Can we do with some nuts and bolts? See if we can find any around here. Oh, the bus.
The fort is falling.
Ah, the fort will be fine. Oh, I'm still low on ammo. Oh no, I can. At least 60 rounds.
Grenade out.
Oh, I think we'll actually get to see the rest of the defences tested.
Excited, y'all gonna get a turn.
Last round.
I'm out of ammo again. Let's go and see if we can find some more nuts and bolts. They can handle it, I'm sure. Dan in the chat's asking how character progression works. Well, it is. He says, is it messy? Oh, this game is messy in the extreme. It has systems on top of systems, and getting your head around everything is pretty tough early on. But in terms of character progression, you basically get cards for heroes, and those heroes will be kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 star, or different rarities. I think they still start at 1 star, but they have, you know, the usual card rarity. I think it's like legendary. So you find a hero and you can basically play any of them. You get experience you'll find and collect as you go through the levels. You can spend that experience on any of the cards to up them to level 10. So you have a 1-star, you up it to level 10, it then evolves to a 2-star if you have the right materials. Then you'll level it up to 10 again, then evolve it to 3-star. So you've always got that kind of treadmill. And because each hero's different cards, you have to level them all up independently. So there's a fair bit of grind, I guess, is probably a less kind way of referring to it. But it's not felt like a grind so far with it, 'cause it's come pretty easy. But I'll show you that, I guess, next. So that's our collective score. And that goes towards XP, which gets you skill points to spend on the skill tree. And then depending on how well you did, you get a level of loot. So we've got to level 3, level 4. No, level 3. Elite Super going to chat after we can game share this. I don't honestly know. I've seen a few people ask that. I don't see why not, but I say I would check, make sure before you invest. So yeah, there we go. That's that mission done. So as I said, the loop is you have your own big home base, you slowly build up, and then you go on periodic little missions like this to get resources and loot. So see what we've got this time. Some survivors, 340 survivor XP and 340 hero XP. And I completed a quest, which I think was collecting those 5 tapes, which give me some V-Bucks, which I think is their currency you can buy to
We need to find this DJ. Maybe Lars
buy
can
the
help.
crates, or llamas, their equivalent of crates or chests. Some crafting items, a rotating gizmo. Crafting item bacon. The duct tape of food. Seems to have dumped me out of my party there. Bear with me a second while I go back into it, because I don't want everyone in the game hearing me, because hey, who wants that? No one, that's who. Seems to have
I don't know if it's the best time for extracurriculars, little robot.
Why not? What's going on?
We've got a stage 4 mesocyclonic storm system with elevated mutagenic mist activity. And, it appears to have gone rogue.
What?
It broke from the squall line and has been hauling fluffy cloud butt ever since. I mean, look at that projection. Does that make a lick of sense to you?
No. But Commander, we've got survivors in the path of that storm.
so you can say it's a little bit of story there for the next mission. So I'm on quest page 6 of Stonewood. So there's page 7, page 8, page 9, page 10. And then on the map it goes out to different areas. So this is kind of 1 to 19 power, 15 to 46, 40 to 70, 70 to 100. So it looks like there's a fair bit of content to be getting on with. Right, let's try and put myself back into that party, because I will end up with people. Oh, it's going to be a network connection to PSN, isn't it? It's going to be a problem. Cannot create party. Please try again later. All the most exciting live stream action over here on the Push Grey YouTube channel. Ah, haha, there we go. Right, anyone? I want to make this That's fine. There we go. Jobs are good and we're in a party again. So yeah, it's a pretty complex game. As I said, there's so much going on. So you've got your heroes. So there's kind of, I think Dan was asking in the chat earlier, you've got all these different heroes you can be. They all start at level 1. So I've got my one up to, I've leveled them up to level 10 of 1 star. I want to evolve them, but I need some more hero XP and a training manual, which I have no idea where I get that from at this point. And I think they change appearance as they evolve. But hey. There's a collection book, so any spare cards you can basically put into here and level it up and get more rewards. So yeah, there's quite a bit to it. So let's go back to the area I'm in. Okay, so that's the next mission. But there's as I said, I've got my home base, but you can also join another commander's mission or storm shield defense, so you can basically play with others and just jump in with them. Guess we'll do one more mission, get a bit of a view of it. Rescue the survivors is a relatively straightforward one, so let's do this. I need some more nuts and bolts. So we're in. What are the quests I've got? So I've got rescue survivors. There's some daily quests. Mission specialist. Three missions as soldier in one day. Destroy park seesaws. Destroy arcade machines. God, there's so much going on in this game. It can be a bit. Actually, let's. Should we smash another llama while we're waiting? Ooh, this means you're going to get more high-level loot out of it. Oh.
Silver!
But yeah, I got more out of that than I would have done if it was... Right, let's get into it anyway. So yeah, I guess, has anyone in the chat been playing Fortnite already? Did you pre-order it and get into the early access period, which is, I guess, currently on, or just about to end? I guess as far as early access periods go, it's probably the shortest. What, Friday to Tuesday? I guess it's out today, I think, in the US and tomorrow in Europe. And are you going to buy the £100+ $100+ version, which seems a bit excessive to me. But it looks like a fun co-op game. Something good to play with friends. Maybe not so good with random people. Having said that, I am enjoying it quite a bit at the moment. So I definitely think this is procedurally generated, these levels. They look different, they look similar enough, but they look like they're made from... Ooh! What have we here? A sofa bed.
Keep up the good work. Saving lives.
Right, so we've got 16 minutes to find 6 survivors and I've already found 2. Am I stuck down here?
Another one.
I think I am. Huh. Well, I guess I've got to build my way out. Oh, I've got to build stairs. They're the most infuriating thing to build. Right, so That's there, so I want it to be there, there, to there,
Survivor in danger.
to there. You kind of have to trace the way you want it to go. Well, that's not entirely... No, not successful at all. Right, so... so I want it that way, but I want to start it there, really. Start it there, bring it this way, that way, then all the way up to there. Confirm. There we go.
Check your map for the location of the med.
Success. I built my way out of it. Built my way out of the hole. I feel like all I'm doing is whacking cars. What do the cars ever do to me?
Good save.
Again, you can kind of just leave other people to do most of the work on these levels.
Camp.
I think I need to spend more time looting these areas. Oh, heaven! Full of cars. What I found also some of these levels, there's kind of one out in the countryside where to get to certain points you have to kind of build your way to them, with so I had to build my way out. I think this is a radar tower, so you have to build this structure to get the radar dish to activate. It's a survivor radar. So essentially it's kind of a little, I guess you could say it's a puzzle, but it's not that hard. You have to build each section as it wants it there. Helpfully it says kind of, so just build an arch. So we're building an arch, so it needs to be like that. There we go. So you've built the one bit you need, and you basically go around and build each section to activate the radar, which will show you where all the survivors are. But to be perfectly honest, I can't be bothered to do that right now. There's another example here. There's a watchtower. And there's another radar tower, but that's a bigger radar tower. Oh, some ore.
Ah, you make it.
I have got all of the metal that caps out at 999 by the looks of it.
Survivor in danger.
There's something going off up here. He's going to build his way up to the next level. There we go. That didn't work out quite so well. Oh, there he did. Destroy the floor. That's one approach. Ah, so he's a ninja. I guess one thing is the loot isn't shared, so first come, first served. Oops. Ah, survivor.
We're gonna need a bigger base. Survivor in danger.
Missed that, didn't you? Mr. Ninja. It's another one of those doors. Is it just letting zombies out, is it? Or sorry, husks. They're not zombies. It must just open up, dump some out and disappear again. There's some more wood.
Survivor in danger.
Have some more ammo.
All right.
The eternal search for nuts and bolts. What's this? Shield boost, don't really need that. So, for everyone on the stream, Fortnite, thumbs up, thumbs down, unsure? Or are there other games this week that have got your money already lined up for? I know Pyre's out, Supermassive Games' latest. They're thems that did Bastion and Transistor. It's been getting good reviews. I know our review went up today or yesterday, 9 out of 10. So it looks interesting. Don't think I fully understand what game it is. It's like some sort of team-based sports game with a fantasy setting, but worth a look maybe.
Survivor in danger.
Skyrocket in the chat, is it open world? No, it isn't. It's kind of randomly generated areas like this which you go in via a lobby. But they're limited areas, so you can see here that's the size of the map, so we've uncovered everything. We've just got to find some survivors. But I don't want to build an archway. Kirana in the chat asked, have I got this on disc? No, I haven't. Yeah, I got a code for it from Epic on Friday last week. Basically, as soon as it went into early access, and I've been messing around with it over the weekend in between my usual bouts of Smite and other games.
More humans, fewer corpses. Win-win.
What's everyone doing over here?
I need a second.
Kirana in chat asks, was it free for me? Yeah, I mean, for disclosure's sake, yes, Epic did provide the code to us. They provided a few codes for us to check it out.
Clear out the hub.
Like I say, I've enjoyed my time with it so far. With the few days I've been playing it, it seems very easy to me though. This first section, it feels like I'm still stuck in the tutorial. Even I must have put easily 10 hours into it. And I'm still kind of here. So it's a bit of an odd feeling to put that much time into a game and feel like you've barely scratched the surface. Another radar tower to build. Find. We probably should build a survivor radar since it's. We seem to have stalled in finding them. Coran in the chat says, "Can I get a copy for free?" I'm sure if you asked Epic, they would be more than happy to give you a copy for free. Possibly not.
Not possible.
No, I think unfortunately you'd have to invest yourself.
Check your map for the location of the medkit.
Oh, I've got to find the med kit. The locations there.
What?
To the right. To the right. The odd physics again there. Skyrocket in the chat quite rightly points out that there's plans to make this free to play in 2018, so a bit of a way off yet from that. And comments that the thing they dislike about it apparently is that the weapons degrade, and that's right. The weapons have limited life, and you have to craft a new one. Though I've not really had too much of a problem, except with the kind of the more damaging weapons. Like I had a rocket launcher that didn't seem to last very long at all.
Keep up the good work.
It's odd because it doesn't feel like there's much danger at this point, whether it's just because it's tutorial time still. Or it remains like this for the rest of the game, I don't know. I've heard or read comments that it gets much harder once you get to the second area. I don't know if that means the tower defense bits, which are also very easy, or if all round it gets harder. Like I can imagine it would be quite interesting if it gets tough in the scavenging, because at the moment everyone's running around on basically onto their own devices. If you have to stay together and be a bit carefuler in terms of how you pick things up or kind of hunt for the resources, then I imagine that had kind of another layer of challenge, but there's just no sign of that yet. Whether that's kind of betrays a free-to-play aspirations, I guess one way of putting it, for next year, I don't know, but
You make it look easy.
Skyrocket in the chat asks if there's any kind of end game, as a kind of does it the campaign finish? I mean, I imagine there's an end to the chain of missions, but you can return to missions over and over again to get resources. So I guess you could kind of play it for a very long time. And the fact that I've put easily 10 hours into it so far, I'm not even outside the first area, and there's I think 4 areas, I guess suggests that there's quite a bit to go.
Here it comes. 30 seconds left.
quite a bit to go in terms of content. And even if if you want to collect everything, put everything in the collection album, there's sheer raft of things to do in terms of upgrading things. We'll see you going for quite a while. Whether it runs out of steam in that time, God, who knows? I can imagine it getting repetitive if they don't manage to bring in some newer elements in the kind of later areas. But I guess I'm looking forward to finding out what they might be.
I can't believe it. That was nearly everyone.
And there we go. That's that mission over. Searching for survivors. Corona Chat asked if there's a disc release. I think there's actually a disc release now. I think this is also out on disc as well as digitally. In fact, rather than be my usual unresearched self when I do these things, I'm going to actually have a look. So according to Amazon UK, you can get Fortnite on a disc this Friday, 28th. That's 28th. Is it 28th Friday? It must be. Yes, Friday. So yes, you can buy a disc version this week. Check local retailers for availability, I guess is all I'd say. Skark in the chat says a game's only worth it if you put 40 hours into it. Well, that's not true. I disagree with that fundamentally. I think a game is worth it if you feel like you've got your money's worth out of it. I played plenty of short games where I, felt like I got my money's worth. I felt like I got value. It's a good experience, and I think that's the most important thing. As I've got older, I've less subscribed to the viewpoint that a game has to be X hours long before it's worth the money. But I understand people who are on a budget, they're looking for the most bang for their buck, and that's perfectly understandable. Perfectly understandable. What do we get in our chest? Some XP and some survivors. Boo! Oh, got to complete another quest in the tutorial. So I've got a light machine gun. Excellent. New weapon.
That storm was aiming for those people. That can't be right, can it?
We're looking for someone who might know. If you pick up any broadcasts up there, send them my way.
I've got a copper Highlander, some more XP, and a defender trained to fight with melee weapons.
Thank you for rescuing us, Commander. I wish there was some way I could pay you back. Oh, actually, I'm sort of an amateur trap inventor. You know the wall darts trap? That's my invention. If you find me a few rare ingredients, I have an idea for a machine that will give husks nightmares.
Cool, so that's the next mission to get. Ceiling poison gas trap schematic. Let's have a look, see what I can level up. I don't know if I found a training record yet, so I can't level up. Can't evolve. No, it's still just short of XP and a training manual. Ooh, required nodes in skill tree have not been purchased, and maybe that's what I need to do. Let's see if we can find it. What's the training manual one? Is it here? Ninja leadership, Outlander leadership. Oh, unlock 2-star survivor evolution. Allows evolution of survivors to star level 2. That's not what I want. Hero evolution. I hate these node trees for. Just give me a list. I'm not 2-star ninja evolutions. That's not what I want. Soldier evolution. Come on. Unlock airstrike. Oh, that's Must be up here. Ah, so that's what I've got to get the 2-star. So I'm heading that way. So Fortitude, I want that. I definitely want Airstrike, because why not? Or Fortitude. Oh, it's by 30 nodes. So I guess I've got to spend them somewhere else. Upgrade pickaxe, yes, that sounds like a good one. Supply drop. Oh, let's do these. That one, do that one. There you go. So on my way up to be able to evolve my soldier to level 2. Or star 2. So we can upgrade weaponry, so I've got this to level 6, so let's level it up, do some more. Get to level 10, so it's max level, so I've basically leveled that up as much as possible. Oh, I can evolve it. Oh, requires node and skill tree have not been purchased. Another roadblock. Skyrocket in chat asked, have I played For Honor? Yes, I have. I reviewed it for Push Square. I did like it a lot. I think, what did I give it? Did I give it 8 out of 10 or 7? I can't remember. Too many games reviewed. But yeah, I liked it. Wasn't very good at it, as evidenced by my For Honor live stream. I think I did a live stream of it. I don't remember if I did now. God, my memory's awful. It wasn't that long ago. But yes, I played For Honor. I thought it had an interesting approach. I like what Ubisoft's trying to do with their multiplayer games. Like, Rainbow Six Siege, I think was really interesting, and For Honor was similar. Ghost Recon Wildlands, not so much, but leave that there. So, I guess that probably shows you most of what there is going on with this without taking you through another level. Let's open some more loot while I'm here. And then I think we'll call it a day.
This one's gonna sting.
Oh, yes.
Upgrade.
Oh, you keep hitting it, it gets changes colour, and you get more loot out of it again. Ooh. Oh, I don't know what the hell they are. I think they must be something for those classes, but since I don't play either of them, let's go with that. Ooh, rare hero. So we got a rare hero. Sentinel Hype. Constructor, Plasma Sentinel. Let's check them out actually before I finish this up. Armory, heroes. There they are. So we've got decoy, deploys a decoy which will distract all enemies. A rare constructor. Anywho, there we go. I think that gives you a fairly good idea what Fortnite's all about. If you want to check out our other videos, we've got plenty on the Push Square YouTube channel. I know Sammy, editor of the site's been posting a lot of stuff on VR titles. He spent so much time in VR, he's basically never come out again. And we just keep feeding VR games into his PlayStation 4, and he keeps playing them and reviewing them. So yeah, check out that content, and let's say if you like any of the videos on our channel, please like and subscribe, because we really appreciate it, because it gives our egos a nice stroke, and we do enjoy it. The rest of our content is on pushsquare.com, the best independent PlayStation website on the internet, and according to some people that I know, that's a fact. So yeah, we've got all the latest news and reviews on there, so please head over and check it out. You can find me on Twitter at Alex Stinson, and I'll be doing some other live streams. I generally do one a week, but I'll try and do it more frequently where I can. I'll be seeking out the next interesting title to bring you guys so we can have a look together. So yeah, feel free to follow me and I'll let you know what I'm going to do next. So thank you so much everyone in the chat for joining me. You've been great as ever, and I look forward to seeing you all next time. Take care.